Hello, natural beauties. Welcome to my channel. My name is Nat, and today we are doing an Easter collaboration. And this is in collaboration with three of my very good friends here on YouTube. That is Lil Betsy79, her name is Beth, also Dede Decorte Beauty, and Kailee Wesley. We just decided to get together and celebrate the season of Easter and the brand new arrival of spring and the spring colors. I do want to let you know there is a bit of a trigger warning because I may talk about religion as this video continues. So if that's an issue or a trigger for you, I would definitely want you to be aware of that. So just catch me in the next video and we will chit chat then. If you are okay with that, then we're going to go ahead and get started. What we decided to do was we decided to find inspiration and look for like a spring look and recreate it. And so this is the one that I chose, and I'm hoping that you can really see. I love that this has the really nice rosy pink cheeks and the soft lavender and that lime green, and it goes all the way up. So I don't have anything done to my face at all right now. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me show you what we're gonna be using as far as, like the interesting stuff. So we're gonna be using two eyeshadow palettes. The first one is gonna be Essence Never Give Up Your Daydream. These are a bit of a duo chrome, but I like that they can kind of be used as toppers and they'll change the look of your eyeshadow. And then the other one that we're going to use is our Natasha Denona Tropic palette. And I'm mostly going to focus on this lavender right there because in this picture, she has a lavender right under her brow, and it goes out as well. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I am going to use this NYX yellow eyeshadow stick as a primer, but only for a small area of my eye. And then I'm actually going to go in with another primer on top of it. I know that's a little bit extra, but I'm super excited about spring. And for me, y'all, spring is all about Easter. When the ladies talked about doing an Easter collaboration, I was so grateful that they invited me because I hadn't thought about, this is the Urban Decay Honey eyeshadow primer, and this has a lot of glitter in it, but it's for spring, and so I'm going to go in with just a little bit. Well, that's not really just a little bit, but we are going to smear and smudge that out. So I was really excited when they invited me because I didn't really plan on doing like an Easter video. I had like a praise and a gratitude video plan. And I feel like a lot of my project pan items are really dark. And since like spring has come around, I really want to get into the spring colors, but it seems like all of my project pan items are more like darker pink kind of warm tones. And, I just really am excited to work in some lighter, brighter spring tones. Now, I am just going to build this up, and that built up so nicely. This is the color Xena. And, what the ladies had decided was that we would get on here and get inspiration from anywhere, really, and then talk about Easter and what it means to you, or like, a memory. And so for me, I have decided to talk about an Easter memory I absolutely love, y'all. I absolutely love. I think I'm going to go into Escape, and it is this one right here. I love Easter baskets. I can remember like getting those big giant Easter bunnies in your Easter basket. and I always got bubbles. And when I was small, I wasn't, I don't know, I mostly wanted to like color. That was my big thing. If I wasn't outside, I wanted to be like coloring or drawing. And so I always got like a lot of coloring books in my Easter baskets. And this is not the same color of green at all. So I do have this one right here, but I don't think that's really green either. This green right here didn't really work very well when I would use it initially. Let's see if it comes across. Not really. Okay, so I regathered. I got a new game plan, and I also caught this eye up. I'm going to go in with this clean, big ol' fluffy brush and just kind of buff and soften that out, and just kind of pull that out towards my eye, past my brow a little bit, but mostly just to soften it up. Now, so we were talking about Easter baskets, and I can just remember being so excited. And you know, when I was little, y'all, I didn't realize that Easter kind of symbolized something bigger and greater. I didn't know that. I didn't like to go to church because I used to get in trouble in church. Now, we are going to go ahead and use this same escape color with this brush right here, and we're just going to go all over because she has green and purple. She pretty much has just two colors on her eye, and even though this isn't as green as I wanted or as green as she has, I'm just going to use this to lay down on top of that Urban Decay Honey Primer. And let me show you her picture again. Look at that. So do you see that color green? It's not exactly the green that I have working, but I kind of have, if I use my finger, it'll come out better. So we're going to go ahead and use this color right here in the clouds. It has like a purple blue reflect to it. So I thought that would go really nice over this top part over here, because she has a really shimmery kind of lavender under her eyebrow. So that's what we're going to use to give that shimmer kind of color. And you know, the other thing about Easter is, like, I actually found recently some Easter cards from my grandparents that I got in the mail. And I can remember that when I got cards from them, they used to send me $5. And dude, that was a big deal. I mean, that's still a big deal right now. And it's just so nice, like, having my grandma and my grandpa's, like, signatures, you know? And it's just a wonderful thing, and it brings back so many nice memories. And I always, like I said, the Easter basket always had coloring books in it. And I know that that's not like what it is about, but you know, then as a little kid, I did not like the Easter bunny. Let me know if y'all liked the Easter bunny. Personally, I did not. I actually broke my fingernail, so I'm gonna have to cut my nails off. But we're gonna use this as a silver lining, and we're gonna go into pistachio right here, and we're gonna apply this green with this finger, and it definitely gives it more of that mint green kind of color that she has a work in. And that really helps me to recreate that look that she has. And I'm just so excited to finally work in pastels. I am going to use my finger as I work this crease. I am kind of working like upwards, and then I'm just going to pull that tail. And I love how her makeup, it doesn't look incredibly like perfect. I like a lot of times what I would think of as lived in makeup. Does that make sense? Like, perfect makeup is awesome. It really is. But I don't know. I don't always want perfection, you know? And that was something that caught me about this look. And just all the colors, it really reminded me of Easter, and so I really liked it. I think that we're still going to have to go in with a different green because this is not lime green enough. But I think I know exactly which lime green to go into. And it's going to be from my Zulu palette. That one has a beautiful lime green in it. And right now I'm just using my fingers because I'm going to have to clean up anyways. And since this pistachio looks so much better with just, my finger as opposed to a brush, I'll just go ahead and lay that down real nice and low. And then I'll just clean that up. Sometimes I love that I just have a lot of my stuff behind me. So here's my Zulu palette, and this is the green that I am talking about. And since we painted all over our face with our fingers, I want to be a little more precise. So I'm just going to grab this little flat brush. And that is definitely the green that she has on, but that will take forever. So let's see about this this brush, see how quickly that will get it on. Oh yeah, that'll do it. I tend to have like a favorite brush for this kind of thing. Do y'all have like assigned brushes? I love when people have assigned brushes because it makes me feel a little more normal. I am going to try and pull this tail out some because hers, it does go rather far out. And it actually pretty much connects with her highlight, which is also connected right to her blush. But I will say that this green really did change it. Let's see how it works with our finger. I am always amazed at how stuff tends to work so much better with our fingers, right? But for me, I can't always like be super precise with my finger. So now also with Easter, it wasn't until I became an adult that I realized that, Easter celebrated the ascension of Christ, not only his birth and his sacrifice, but ultimately his ascension, which kind of solidified the whole deal, And I didn't realize that, and I didn't know that until I became an adult. And knowing, what the actual root of Easter is, it just really changes the whole incredible like story and holiday. It totally just changes it. And I tried very hard to make sure that my son knew as a little boy, the true meaning and sacrifice of Easter and what it was that we celebrated, because I felt like it took me so long to learn that. That was just, I felt like that could have changed my life so much sooner, had I had that support. And I'm so grateful for it now. But I do hold Easter and those kind of, commercial kind of things with Easter, the jelly beans and the Easter egg hunts. Not so much the Easter bunny because I think that's kind of creepy. But, I just think that it's a joyful holiday and I really enjoy it. And we always did it so really big. Let me go clean up after and then we'll do some face stuff. All right, we're back. I'm going to give you one more look at my inspiration. And you can see, I think that I have this lip pretty much like dead on. Now, let me tell you what I did. I used my ColourPop 20 Light under my eyes, right down my nose and along my mouth. And then I have my Tarte Man-Eater mascara on. I can't tell in her picture if she has any waterliner on, so I don't have anything on. I used, since I was already using my Zulu palette, I bronzed up with this right here, using this little chisel right here on my forehead and stuff. And then I used this Tarte lipstick in the color Daiquiri, and I think this is like the exact color. It's a really nice coral pink. I don't think that my lip liner matches very well just because it is rather warm. It's more like a magenta kind of color. And now we're going to go ahead and finish off with our cheeks. She has this really nice, beautiful flush going on. So we're going to use this Natasha Denona. And I almost put this in a project pan, but I'm going to hold off. I'm going to use this big angled fluffy brush, and I'm going to put the tip right here into this. And I'm just going to kind of stipple that and bring that along my cheeks. I feel like all the brushes that I am using are kind of having a glare. Now, this blush is really delicate. It's not difficult to work with, but it is definitely delicate. You can go overboard really fast and really quick. So you just really want to allow yourself some time to build it up. I'm going to go in again because she has definitely got some blush on. And we're just going to get this really nice glow. This was one of my favorite products of all of 2019, y'all. It was just gorgeous. And I'm going to use my favorite product next. I have something on my nose and it's itching me. And I have been in my house for several days, so I can touch and scratch my nose. I guess that is going to be all for this blush, even though I could certainly keep on going. But hers is definitely more angled, but I have more of a round face. I did use this to set my concealer under my eyes. So I'm just going to use whatever may be left to kind of clean up. And then this part where it doesn't really have any blush on it, I'm going to use that to rub and blend this out. Now we're going to go in with this other brush right here. It's this nice little dome brush, and this is my absolute product and this entire little four-way palette. And it is the Skin Glow, and I think that it is gorgeous. It gives my skin the shine and the glow that it had when I was in high school. And so I almost put that into my Partners in Cream project pan because I love it, and I feel as though I'm very close to hitting pan on it. But I think that I'm just gonna wait. And I think we'll go ahead and just go on top with this other little brush right here. And we'll use this one, just the corner of it. And we're just gonna kiss the high parts of our cheeks. And this will give you that wet kind of look, or like that porcelain kind of doll looking skin. And I really, really like this whole look. I'm so grateful that the ladies invited me to celebrate Easter with them. I'm going to add some right here, just whatever is left over. And we are going to finish with some lip gloss because she does have a very high shine working on her lip. So we're going to get that going as well. And then that's going to be our look, everyone. Let me know what you are doing for Easter. I know that it's really different for all of us, being that we're going to be, you know, socially distanced now. My brother is making a brisket, and they wanted to know if we wanted any. I was like, no, thank you. You know, he's still working because he hauls gas. And then his wife works at a bank, so she's still seeing people by appointment only, but still. So here is our look. A couple of things about this look that I really liked, and I don't know if you can see, because y'all know that I have like no technological skills, but or you know, appliances. I don't have anything to work with, but her green went all the way up to her eyebrows, and the purple was pretty much like from here out, and it came really into a nice little kind of point. And she had a whole bunch of blush on. I didn't go quite as heavy, but I really like this look, and especially this color combo. And I want to encourage you to go check out the other ladies, y'all. Beth and Dede and Kailee, they are all so sweet and supportive. And Dede doesn't do any project pans, but you know, Beth and Kailee, they be panning, y'all. So if you like project pans, get readies with me, unboxings. Dede does get boxy charms, and I believe she gets Ipsy or maybe FabFitFun. But definitely go check them out. I'm going to have everyone linked, and I want to encourage you to go and enjoy their content. Thank you all so much for joining me. Just know that I am sending you positivity, and I hope that you are doing what you love. I will talk to you later. He is risen.